Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling heavy, drained, or like you're carrying somebody else's mood? Now, that's an energetic boundary issue. And it's not just about one-to-one interactions. It's also about how we hold ourselves in family, workplaces, and even the wider world. Now, today I'm going to show you how to actually feel your own energy boundary and strengthen it without shutting down your heart. Hi, I'm Robin. Welcome to episode 4 of Energy Alignment series, where I teach you practical ways to live in alignment with your energy, body, emotions, and most importantly, your soul. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe and the little bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. And if you want to catch the other videos in the series, I will have links at the end, or check out my channel. All right, let's start simple. Your energetic boundary is the edge of your personal field. When it's strong, you feel clear, centered, and able to tell what's yours and what isn't. When it's weak, you might notice yourself absorbing other people's moods, saying yes when you really mean no, or walking away from situations feeling tangled up in energy that really just doesn't belong to you. Now, boundaries are energetic, so they will show up in your chakras too. The chakra that's most impacted is your solar plexus. It's the center of your personal power, self-worth, and your autonomy. When it's strong and balanced, you can say yes and no clearly, hold your edge, and then act from that self-confidence. But when it's weak or imbalanced, you might overgive, people please, or let other energy dominate you. But boundaries aren't only in the solar plexus. There's a flow-on effect. So the root chakra plays a role. It keeps you grounded enough to hold your place and feel safe when you're setting limits. The heart chakra is also involved. It's where we often confuse love with merging. A healthy heart boundary means you can stay open and compassionate, but not take on what's yours. Now, also the throat chakra, it's needed to actually speak and enforce your boundaries. Working on these chakras will certainly help strengthen your ability to set and maintain your healthy boundaries. Now, you need to be mindful that boundaries expand out into lots of different relationships that you have in your life. So in your family system, you might notice old patterns pulling you in, guilt, responsibility, or trying to fix things that aren't even yours to carry. At work, boundaries get tested when expectations are unclear or when you absorb stress from colleagues or even clients. In social settings, it might feel like you have to perform or match the energy of the group. And also in the wider collective, we can take on the heaviness of news cycle, global fears, or the cultural expectations. Now, your boundary is what lets you stay present in all of these places. Keeps you compassionate, engaged, but not overwhelmed or drained. Now, here's the key. Strengthening your boundary doesn't mean armoring up or shutting people out. Too often we swing between being wide open and absorbing everything or shutting down completely. Now, healthy boundaries mean you can stay connected and in your center. That's how you can listen, support, or take part in bigger conversations without getting lost in the process. So let's do a practical exercise of feeling and strengthening your edge. So sit comfortably and bring awareness into your body. Start at your center, your solar plexus, or even your heart. So breathing in and take your awareness here. Now slowly sense outward, expand your awareness. like you're tracing the space around you. And as you're pushing out, you will notice you will feel your edge or the outer layer of your aura. Some people's might be very condensed and close to the body. Others might feel further out, further expanded. Now, once you have that edge, I want you to imagine gently firming it up. Okay, you're not building a wall, you're just strengthening the container of your light. Now that might look like a brighter edge, it might feel like a denser edge, it might feel like some sort of slight resistance. Now take a breath in and feel yourself upright and centered. And as you breathe out, I want you to affirm, my energy is mine and I hold it with love. And then take a nice deep breath in and just release it out. That's it. That's your energetic boundary reset. You can use it before going into family gatherings, workplace meetings, or even scrolling social media. But you can't reinforce or strengthen what you don't know or aren't aware of is even there. So take a little bit of time to connect in with feeling that edge. The more you do it, the easier you'll get, and you'll also find it expanding out further. Get comfortable and you'll be able to slip into this very, very simply and easily when you do need to just reinforce, strengthen, and find your edge, your zone. All right, so if you do end up taking on energy for a group, a workplace, or even the collective heaviness, clearing it out is what you need to do to help yourself get rid of the density. So you can shake your body, you can brush your hands through your fields. Or here's another very quick energy clearing that you can do in the shower. Now, after you've washed as usual, take a small handful of whatever salt you have handy. Sea salt, Epsom salts, Himalayan salts, just regular table salt, whatever you have. And then gently rub it over your arms, chest and legs. Now, be mindful, if you've got sensitive skin, mix it with a little bit of body wash. Now, as you do this, imagine the salt drawing out the heaviness, the stress, or any energy that isn't yours. And then as you rinse it off, wash it all and watch it go down the drain. Now, regardless which tool you use, imagine returning everyone's energy back to them with love and healing, and then calling yours fully home. It's like a reset button for your field, and it will make a huge difference. Now, when you practice this, you'll notice big changes. You stop carrying family patterns that aren't yours. You can stay grounded at work without taking on the stress. You can be in a community or a collective space without being overwhelmed. That's the freedom that comes with strong energetic boundaries. Now, if this resonates, hit the subscribe and share this with someone who is struggling with boundaries. And if you'd like to go deeper, this is exactly the work I guide women through in my workshops and my healing sessions. So together we combine energy practices with emotional healing so you can hold your light in every relationship, personal, professional, and collective. And you'll find the details in the description below. I'd love to support you in building boundaries that keep you strong, open, and soul aligned. And of course, even with strong boundaries, life still throws stress our way. The real skill is knowing how to bring yourself back into alignment quickly, no matter what happens around you. That's what we'll dive into in the next episode. I'm going to guide you through some simple, powerful practices to reset your energy in the middle of everyday stress. Remember, your boundary isn't a wall, it's the edge of your light. Strong boundaries mean you can stay open-hearted while still standing firmly in who you are. I'll catch you on the next episode.